Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. It's great to be back with you all on this fine Thursday evening in America/Europe and Friday morning here, more locally in Australia. Craig, mate, how you doing? How's things? How's everything going?
Good morning, Greeny, Jim, everyone. Morning, mates. Yeah, good, dude. Happy Friday, everybody. Thursday for the Americans in the room. Yeah, dude, sunny day out there. I'm looking forward to having a weekend, man. It's going to be nice, even though we'll probably do some work over the weekend. Still nice to have a bit of an open slate, So looking forward to the show. Obviously, normally Fridays are pretty good. Everyone's pretty happy when you go around town out there. Everyone's got a bit of a smile on their face compared to Monday. So hopefully everyone's having a great day. Gym training's going well. Eating's going well. I've forgotten how many calories, dude. I'm going to get 3,200 calories a day on a side note.
Wait, so you're bulking. You're in your bulking phase.
I'm kind of recomping.
Okay.
So about 3,200 is kind of just above maintenance for me. I'm about 92 kilos, so I'm not the lightest round, but I'm not the heaviest. But anyway, I've forgotten how many calories 3,200 is. And it's a lot, man, to eat in a day. I'm like, fuck. So
particularly if you're eating like good. Like if
I am. It's not burgers and pizza. Yeah. It's oats. It's wholemeal bread. It's eggs. It's
spinach, mate. Spinach. Kilos of spinach to get to that calorie.
Yeah, kilos of spinach. So I'm on that grind, man. So I feel like I'm just eating. So that's kind of I'm just looking into that at the moment. But that's good. Got the gym later today. I'm excited. I walked the dog in the sun. Man, my day's great, dude. How are you, Greeny?
Mate, it sounds like you're not even working, Craig. That's what I'm hearing. Personal
not
help.
Any money either, but
look, yeah, I'm all right, dude. I mean, I had that Farcoin short yesterday. I'm quite indecisive here as we pull up the Bitcoin chart. GM to Dead Oxide. Good to see you, Dead Oxide. It's been a minute since I've seen you on the show. So good to see you again.
It's an old name, isn't it? What's up?
Good to see you, Gig. Good to see Jade as well. Heads up. Good to see you. Sophisticated Corgi. Good to see you guys. GM Craig only. Sophisticated Corgi. Come on, bro. GM Market mates. Hey, we're all mates.
Craig only.
Yeah, Craig only. Goodness. No, it's all good. I'm just talking rubbish. But anyways, Bitcoin battles here at 72K, Craig. I mean, we actually just saw a bit of a flash crash here on the 15-minute over the last sort of half an hour or so. But yeah, we're really battling. I'm actually really indecisive about where we head next. Like, we're right at an inflection point. We spoke about this yesterday. Like, Dead Oxide says it's been on X for a while. Yeah, I know, but you haven't. Oh, maybe the X comments come through. Yeah, so I just haven't seen you comment for a while. That's all. I appreciate you coming back. Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you on Kick. Good to see you on Kick.
I think people on X lurk, bro. I think they lurk more than
they do lurk, but they don't comment. They don't comment as actively. Yeah. So hey, shout out to everyone. Yeah, I appreciate you. Heads up. Appreciate you and Greeny. But no, everyone. Hey, shout out to all of our listeners. Okay, Apple Podcasts. Hey, shout out to you guys. You're absolutely dominating our followers. So massive shout out to you guys. Don't forget to please click follow if you are new listening to us. We are live every day. We've been live every day now for coming up on 3 years. Drop a little 5-star rating. It does go a long way. Helps the algo recognize that we're doing this for a living, and we're trying to help educate you all around markets, around AI, around news, and around what's happening in the crypto world. So yeah, please give us a follow. Drop a little rating. It does go a long way. And if you are watching us across any of the platforms, click follow, click subscribe if you're on YouTube. As always, it does go a long way. And Craig and I very much appreciate you guys hanging out with us as well. So yeah, I mean, there's lots to cover today. We've got a few altcoins really pumping. Zcash, VVV, which is a AI token. Pepe, obviously, is still a bit indecisive after its ETF news. Bitcoin and Ethereum open interest start to increase. We've seen the Fear and Greed index on coin market cap go up quite considerably, back to nearly neutral. We've also seen quite a lot of bulls on the timeline for a while, Craig. We've also seen quite an indecision around what's happening in Iran as well, the Strait of Hormuz. Iran basically saying that they want Bitcoin. Trump coming out this morning and saying, hold on a minute. No, you should not be charging to go through the Strait of Hormuz. So there's a little bit of indecision over there. Claude AI just continue to ship every morning. It's crazy. I was chatting with Choose Rich Nick this morning about what I should be doing to make my workflows better, and he recommended Claude Code. So Claude continuing to ship, introducing a new Meta coming out with a super intelligence AI that we could get to towards the end of the show today. So as always, massive shout out to BTCC for partnering with us. I've dropped it in the chat already, guys. If you sign up, okay, and do $1 million of volume, okay, very easy. Sign up completely, no KYC, no VPN required, works all over the world. BTCC have been around for over 14 years. Sign up there, do $1 million of volume, and we'll give you a free month inside GTG, guys. You can do that, sign it up, let me know. Send me a UID once you've done that, and I'll check it, and then we can give you free access to GTG for a month. So, I mean, that's a bear market Bear market opportunity right there, Craig. So I love to see it. But yeah, I mean, Gabe says, no need to comment. You nail it every time. I mean, hey, it's good to engage with the comments. It is good to engage with the comments. And we read all the feedback. Yeah, I try to reply as many comments as I get on YouTube or whatever platform it is. It is hard to keep across all of these various platforms. I mean, shout out to the people over on LinkedIn who are,
wow.
I mean, I don't know if it's directly, but I've been dropping it on my LinkedIn. I've got, I don't know, 500 followers. They're all normie friends over there. So shout out to you. If you enjoy our show, please let me know if you are watching. I'm talking people I went to primary school with, people I went to high school with, people.
If you get a viewer from LinkedIn, bro, I would die.
People I used to work with as a teacher. So shout out to you guys if you are listening back to the replay. Comment on the podcast so that we know. Okay, I very much appreciate it.
I was going to say, Greeny, just to interrupt you, if people don't comment, it kind of feels like you're talking to yourself, even if you see like 200 viewers. But no one says anything. You're like, hello?
You're like hello?
Is it just bots or? Anyway,
I mean, dude, speaking of bots, Craig, I don't know about you. I've lost 500 followers on X over the last 2 days. Crazy, bro.
Yeah, crazy. I lost 200, but it'd be proportional to our follower size. But I lost about 200. So, which at first I was like, oh shit, there goes my trying to get 25,000, bloody hell. And then I thought about it. I was like, nah, you know what? It's better to have a realistic number with people that actually engage, want to learn, or not just learn, maybe contribute to my feed so I can learn, right? You know, so get rid of them. I saw some people, I'm in a few group chats, as I always am, and there's a lot of people that are getting banned at the moment, which makes you think, what have you guys been doing?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm a bit confused.
Like, I shell a bit, you know, like, and I've never been banned.
Is that what they're getting done for? Is that what they're getting done for shilling stuff undisclosed?
I think it's raiding groups, like as in.
They
aren't raiding groups, but they're meme coin group chats, so they must be raiding each other's posts.
Yeah. Hey, Mikey, good to see you, legend. Good to see you, legend. I appreciate you, and I know you appreciate me, so it's good to see you, legend. I mean, Mike, I sold my gold position because we were talking about hyperliquid and gold and Bitcoin recently across a few of our posts together, and I this is my workout listen, dude. I love that, bro. I love that. Dude, I sold my gold the other day, but look, I was maybe regret it, but it looks BTC versus gold, Craig, which we actually should pull up on stream. But yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Mark about this recently. But anyways, back to the show. Bitcoin down to 71.5. It's still struggling, Craig, to get above this key inflection level to around 72, 71.5, 71 level. Like, I mean, we look at the weekly, Craig's still struggling to show strength above this level. So I'm very undecided. Like, I just don't know what's going to happen next. And I mean, that's just classic crypto. And I mean, as a trader, it's your job to try and understand what does happen next, but sometimes you can't. And if that's the case, well, then you really shouldn't be clicking any buttons at all, right?
Yeah, totally agree. It's sort of like, I guess if you were sports betting and two teams are so even you can't bet, and you're just like, I don't know who's going to come up here, especially with something like soccer or football. This range we're in, I was having a look at it yesterday. It's sort of been since January, hasn't it? So it's kind of just business as usual, man, for me in that range. It's like, it's hard to get excited or I guess upset or despondent, because it's like, it's not showing its hand for me. Like, Bitcoin's not showing its hand. It's like, will I? No. It's like, I think we go down from this.
Yeah, Sam. Look, I agree. And Mike said, he's come back and said he's a trader, for those that maybe don't know who he is, or just for our listeners. Basically, he's a trader as well, like us. He's 40% stabled up right now in USDC. He's a little sideline, but he does feel as though if he has to buy in the 70s, he will buy in the 70s, staying patient a bit more. I mean, we could rally all the way, and we said this earlier in the week, we could rally all the way to 80K region, and I would still say that could be a macro lower high, continuation to the downside, back towards the 50K range. That is very much still on the cards, which a lot of people will, don't worry, I can already predict what happens. If Bitcoin moves up to the high 70s or the low 80s, people are going to be like, Greeny, you're like effing bear, like what the hell have you been doing?
I'm waiting for it for me.
So sideline, bro. And I'm like, well, not really. I have a bag of Tau, have a bag of Hyperliquid, have a bag of Bitcoin.
You got a Pudgy as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I still have like tens of thousands of dollars invested. It's just not fully allocated. It's like not 80% of my portfolio, because I'm still playing time. And even someone this morning on my Twitter was like, oh, and you were such a bear and you're calling for new lows. I'm like, bro, dude, I'm still calling for at least the sweep of the lows, if not lower into the 50K region. It just might take a few months before we get there. And that's the thing about a bear market. People don't understand. I've been doing this. This is my fourth bear market, guys. Okay. time is time, not price. Time is the thing that people can't really understand until you go through it yourself or go through it multiple times. Then you start to correlate and understand, oh wait, no, okay, greenies, it makes a little bit more sense, you know? So yeah, look, I mean, I feel a little bit weird that I don't have more positions here, but I also don't feel as bad because I know that there will be great opportunities later this year. You just got to be still so tapped in. I mean, that Farcoin trade yesterday, some of these tokens like VVV, like we're going to talk about today, like if you can capture even just a couple of them, man, I mean, the upside is tremendous, even in these market conditions when it's not even that lucrative or that holistic, okay, across the rest of the market, Craig.
I would say, yeah, just to go off what you're saying about how much you've got on the line or on the table versus how much you don't, I would say I'm about 60-40, 60 stables, 40 in.
Wow, okay.
I wish I was 80-20, 80 out, 20 in. So, and I know you could say, okay, if that's the situation, why don't you sell? The reason why I'm not selling is I think we're closer to a bottom than a top.
Yeah, so exactly. We've been speaking about that.
Yeah. So for anyone listening going, well, why don't you get rid of the other 20%? I'm kind of like, well, I missed the boat. Well, the reason what that 20% is the sell that didn't happen on the Magic Eden wallet. So it's not like I didn't try. Now I'm kind of like, okay, life handed me a pretty shitty hand there. It's like, okay, I'll just hold that quarter Bitcoin for the next all-time high. If I have to hold it for 2 more years, okay. Like it's just the way it goes sometimes.
I'm look really loose. I've got money everywhere, so it's so hard to work out a percentage. Well. I'll say I'm sub 10% allocated. I will say I'm sub 10%.
For me, I would love to have a 90% bag on the side to go ham if there's a black swan or and I think there will be. I think we're going to get given.
Ooh.
I think
give us your take. What is this black swan going to be? Is it well, obviously COVID only really happens. Those events only really happen once every 100 years. So I will say it's not going to be another outbreak like that. What's it going to be, Craig?
Yeah, maybe it's going to be monkey flu this time, man. Maybe we got it from monkeys, eh? Actually, I won't even go on that spiel. But I think, look, I just think there'll be a big dip at some point, deeper than we thought we'd go, and then we'll just get given a reason for why. If we want to talk black swans, I don't know, man. Could it be hackers hacking the internet and bringing the internet down? A little blackout for a little bit. A blackout would freak people out, wouldn't it?
Dude, I mean that's. I don't know. Like we had a brownout. Like it was like an 8-minute brownout. So like a period where
I thought that's what happens in the swimming pool.
Yeah. Oh, brown. Well, I don't know. It's a blackout where you have no electricity, but it's only a short amount of time. So it's not like a long period of time. Like my wife grew up in Africa, and dude, they were
happens all the time there. Load sharing, they call it.
And you know, and I mean, you're from Africa too, right? And
that's where I'm from too.
Her whole family were like, well, this whole fuel crisis in Australia recently is exactly what they had to do in Africa like 25 years ago when they were living there. You would skip school, you'd skip work for the day just to get fuel, bro. Nuts, man, nuts. Anyway, look, I would say, I would agree. Yeah. Is it a over leverage? Okay, over leverage. Dead Oxide says, I can tell you about a black swan brewing credit market. Yeah, is it over leveraged?
Yeah, especially at the moment with inflation so high, and just I guess the downside with me, and perhaps you feel the same, Greeny, working from home and being in crypto, you don't always get the best gauge on what the outside world's feeling like.
Isolated. I'm an isolated man. I worry about myself sometimes.
Same, bro. But one thing I do know is that when I speak to people, they're really struggling financially. And even though I feel like with the bear market, I'm like, shit, money's tight, got to be careful. I speak to other people, and man, these people, normal people.
How are they? How?
Their wages are just not keeping up with the cost of living. And I mean, you could say yours and mine isn't at the moment either, possibly.
Yeah.
But we've had the last 2 years of earning probably 4 times.
Which is exactly. Oh, dude, don't. I mean, no, I had. 24 was an incredible year. Well, I mean, best year of my life in terms of financials. I obviously got scammed in that year still was, substantial compared to what I used to get as a salary. So I understand. But now this financial year, I'll probably be less than what I probably earn as a teacher nearly. It's crazy.
I would be the same, I think. I'm hoping I'm not, but.
It's funny. Because we obviously got the mortgage recently. And I was like, you know what? Like, do I have to go and tell Craig we have to change the show to a different time so I can go to a day teaching per week so I can earn
I've thought about I thought about that as well, and I was like, I don't think that will pay off. Like, I think, like, what I mean by that is if you can ride out this next 6 months, I think it turns around in a big way. And I think the work you put in now will have big payoffs later. That hurts me with the time.
I agree, and this is why we stress so much about budgeting. This is why is why I've stressed so much about, like, I dominated the 2 first bull cycles I was in. I made so much money, but I fucked up, and I didn't walk away profitable. I didn't walk away with cash in the bank, and until it's cash in the bank, or I mean, even stables, I would argue is not, because it's not in the bank. Yeah, until it's cash in the bank, it's not profit, okay? And that's a big lesson in crypto that I learned over my first 2 cycles, Craig. So this time I was so, not paranoid, but I was, ever since 2024, ever since the end of 2024, when meme coins were going absolutely viral, Trump launched his meme coin. At that period of time, I was like, okay, well, hold on a minute. I need to have an exit plan here. I've just turned like 5 grand in about 18 months. I've turned 5 grand into a 7-figure portfolio. You're an idiot if you don't walk away from this, diversify out of this bloody high-risk industry. And that's what my plan throughout 2025 is. And like, there was still substantial. I mean, I messed up. Like, I was up like, I don't even know, dude. I was up nearly 200,000 Australian dollars on Abstract. I was up nearly 100 grand. Was up 100 grand on my Pudgy Penguin. So I faded another couple $100,000 of profit because I was too greedy. I was too plugged into that ecosystem. I was too bullish at the wrong time of the full cycle.
Yeah.
But lucky enough, I had already kind of planned and taken profit out of crypto and put it into the bank. And then luckily I've got enough of a runway, at least hopefully for a year and a bit, like 18 months, I should be okay. But if it starts to be 12 months from now, if we're still in the same market conditions, there's no opportunities, I start to be like, well, hold on a minute, Craig. Like, unless Market Mates is obviously dominating, and shout out to you all for tuning in, because without you all, we wouldn't obviously be able to do this. And hopefully we'll be able to grow in time. I mean, a lot of these other podcast shows, Craig, they don't go live, right? That's the biggest difference I've noticed as well. A lot of these, like Bankless and all this, like, they're pre-recorded shows and they just upload it once a week, right? We're live every day. It's a big difference there. Big difference in time, but big difference in performance. So yeah, we do appreciate all you guys tuning in, but it's just like, you need to be forward thinking. And I think that's my worry is like, oh shit, I hope I haven't bought the top of houses. But I mean, I'm thinking, like, as long as I've got runway for at least sort of 18 months to 2 years, hopefully I can make money in that 18 months to 2 years time from market upside. It's just like, scared money don't make money. And we spoke about this previously too, Craig, is I need to get back into that mindset that I had in 2023, where I was like, no, you've got nothing to lose. You've got so much upside to gain. And it's the same mindset. And now it's like, okay, well, say for example, I'm working with say $50,000 now. I need to have the same sort of mindset as I had in 2023. And hopefully I can take that 50,000 to make maybe a couple million over the next couple of years. I think it's going to be a lot more difficult. I don't think there's going to be as many opportunities as what we've seen in the past in terms of spread opportunities, in terms of you could pick a sector of, like, whether it was the whole virtual stuff, it was the AI agents, it was meme coins, it was NFTs, it was airdrops, it was InfoFi. Like, there's a range of different narratives and ecosystems that you could have made money in. I don't think it's going to be as spread as previous. I think you're going to have to be so tuned in, and you're going to have to wait for that upside. But you're right, man. I hope to, my plan is to hopefully in the coming months, like Q3, get like 1 Bitcoin, a shit ton of Hyperliquid, a decent amount of Tau, maybe some Sol, maybe some ETH, maybe some Sui and stuff, like maybe just some small bags of other things, and actively trade and turn that 50 grand or maybe a little bit more, turn that into, $500,000 in about a year's time, or maybe 18 months time. And then that sorts me out, right? For the next, again,
and that gives you another runway. Yeah,
exactly. And then hopefully, like, as your brand grows, you get more marketing deals. I saw this hilarious tweet this morning. Someone created or told Claude to like generate how much a page.
Easy's on me second.
He's on 84K a month.
Bro, if Easy's on 84, Easy, can I have a loan?
There is no way Easy's on 84K a month. It's streaming every day still. There's no way he's doing that.
Nah. If I was making 80,000 US a month, I reckon, actually, I take this back. I'd still stream live, but if I was Easy, I'd just stream once a week, man, just for fun.
Dude. I mean, Bo commented who's his partner and was like, hold on, why the hell am I still paying for the mortgage if Easy's on 84K?
It's like got $500,000 a year just on paid deals.
Yeah. No, I mean, that just shows you that AI is still so out of whack. But I mean, the big takeaway from that was that it was basically speculative. So how much did these creators, not just him, but Whale and whatever, like how much do they charge per post and how many posts per month were paid partnerships? And just a reminder, with someone like Easy, he has a paid partnership with Polymarket. He posts multiple tweets a day about Polymarket. Every post that he has to do, he has to disclose that it is a paid affiliation deal, right? So he might have 30, 40 posts a month with Polymarket, but only get X amount. Like he might only get $5,000 for the month, right? So people don't understand. I mean, and you've got to remember, okay, I'm someone who works in this industry as a call, right? I get messages like multiple times a week about marketing deals, right?
Usually in a bull market, you get about 500 of them.
Oh, dude, I mean, you get multiple a day in a bull market. I mean, that's just classic. Spending is high. Everyone's excited. In a bear market, you're like, you really have to consider, does it align with your brand? Does it actually make sense for you? A lot of them are trying to cheapskate you out. So it's always interesting when you look at that. But anyways, I mean, it's always good to talk about these sort of things because I'm sure a lot of people in the audience maybe don't know actually how the crypto industry works as a marketing brand. Like you are a brand. And that's why, Craig, we've always said this, like, if you enjoy posting, if you enjoy learning, like post about it on Twitter, post about it on Instagram, post about it on YouTube, grow a social following because that works as a passive income, as a passive like opportunity in even a bear market / very much so in a bull market. And I think so many people get stuck. And I mean, the whole algo on X is really changing right now. And a lot of people are worried because they're like, holy shit, like X is everything to me. If it starts to go down the drain or crypto Twitter really starts to lose its traction, what's going to happen? This is why I've spent so much time more recently trying to grow on Instagram. It's bloody hard, bro. Crypto content on Instagram does not work. But YouTube's obviously the big one. I think YouTube's obviously the best one for people to go and learn. Even like people on my X were like, why are you posting on YouTube? I'm like, dude, and this is people with like more followers than me. They're like, people go to YouTube to learn, dude. Like, how do you not understand that? Like, so a huge upside across multi-platforms.
Yeah, no, I went to YouTube when I first got started. I went to X and to YouTube. X was just for obviously the written alpha, and YouTube for the more considered, might be a half an hour deep dive on a topic or an hour, so you could get quite good information. And looking back, maybe it wasn't the best information, but it felt like it was at the time.
I think it's changed. Yeah, I think it's changed more.
It's changed. I would say X was way better for alpha back then.
Yeah.
But I feel now X is perhaps losing that touch. That for me. But maybe I've been here so long now, I'm just not seeing it. But I'm not seeing a lot of early alpha or quality content. Crypto related.
I mean, I agree with that. It's hard there's probably less opportunities in a bear market.
Correct.
So that means that there is going to be more limited alpha. But I mean, there's still good people out there who are educating. And that's, I've always said this. And I said this earlier in the week, like I'm curating my timeline to be people who are building an AI, people who are trading or giving educated takes on trading. Like it's like you got to curate. You got to. It's not like, I mean, I don't even see people anymore on my timeline who I follow, which is just like horrendous, man. So I mean, Mr. POTUS coming in here. Shout out to Dagsler as well. GM2 legend. I saw your comment before. Mr. POTUS, the entire world is going back to the Great Depression in a matter of months. No more oil, no energy. The entire banking system is going to be completely offline. Money will no longer mean anything along with stocks and crypto. Dude, this guy's absolutely bearish. It's time to start stacking resources for survival.
That sounds great. If the bank goes down, does that mean my mortgage is gone?
I mean,
do my debts disappear? Because that doesn't sound so bad, man.
I don't know about that.
My student loan, does that go as well?
Yeah, I mean, the world, who knows where the world's heading? Like AI could take down the internet. We don't know.
Wipe it all, man. Wipe it all. That's pretty. Time to start stacking resources. Wow, baked beans and water. I've got some resources. I haven't got a bunker, but I've got a few.
Oh, really? What resources? I mean, I stacked up on like pasta and rice recently.
Yeah, stuff like that. Rice, bottled water.
Oh,
yeah, liters of it, man. Liters. But I've got a little granny flat that I can fill up with stuff like that. No more mortgages. No more mortgages. This sounds like paradise.
Hold on a minute. Hey, plastic and water, Craig. That's not a good combination. That's not a good combination.
I've heard. But what are you going to do, man, when you're thirsty and there's vampires at the door?
Oh, dude, now we're getting
You're going to have
I didn't know we're turning this into a fantasy story show, guys. But that's all. Yeah. Oh, dude, comment. It's time to. I mean, Daxler says we will trade jerry cans, Mad Max style. Dude, how good is Mad Max? There's some good movies, Mad Max.
Great movie.
Well, no more mortgages. Why do you think so, Mr. POTUS? Look, there's caution. I agree. You do need to exercise caution. I think being cash heavy. That's why I sold my Ute, Craig. I sold my Ute. I've got cash in the bank now. We have enough. Like, I have enough money in the bank now in my offset account to be like, well, at least that's maybe like a good 6 months plus.
Yeah.
Of just, I mean, it's more. It's actually way more. It's like a year's worth, but it's a year's worth of mortgage, without anything else, right? So I'm like, okay, well, at least, I mean, it's all about being practical in decisions. I was like, well, hold on a minute. My risk right now is I don't have enough cash in my personal name. Business has a little bit of cash to pay me for the next sort of 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
How can I, what can I do here? Do I need this luxury car sitting here that's 45 grand? Probably not. And I sold it. So then I put that in the bank. And now, yeah, hopefully we get opportunities. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have bought a house, but also, Craig, like, housing in Australia is arguably one of the best assets you can get into, particularly in our premium locations. And look, an 18-month period of bearishness, I still think over the next 5 years, Craig, as we head into the Brisbane Olympics, the SEQ corner is just going to thrive. It's going to thrive. Australians are moving up here from Melbourne. They're moving here from WA. Internationals are moving to the SE, the southeast corner. I don't know. It's a very interesting time to be talking about markets in general. And I still think there's going to be great opportunity in crypto in the coming months. You just need to wait it out a little bit longer and position accordingly, because as I said, Craig, and as you said, like, you don't get, we go through like our inflow and outflows like this, right? Like, it's like this, right? We bull market, bear market, bull market, bear market. You know, it's a shame it takes like multiple years, but it's the reasons, right? It's how it all works, you know?
Yeah, it's not as steady as a full-time job either, but the highs are much higher, but the lows can be, well, zero.
Yeah.
can be negative. There's not many jobs you can work in where you actually lose money. This is one of them.
Yeah.
Where you turn up for work and you're minus 10 grand for the day and you're like, good day's work, Craig. Well done. That was great.
So, Craig, talk to me. I mean, I've seen a few AI generated videos on my Instagram recently about bunkers. Talk to me about what else do you have in there? Like baked beans, spaghetti. What else you got in there? Like let's turn this into a section here today. Yeah, let's talk. What's prepping with Craig 101? What should you have to survive in case resources go down, groceries can't be shipped to the grocery stores, all these sort of things? What would you say is like a good 10 items to have just in case?
I reckon just anything that's long life on the shelf, like canned goods, bags of rice, obviously water, put in whatever you can for longevity. And then, like I said, just all the canned items, probably noodles, ramen, that sort of stuff that can last.
Oh, dude, Brad, what is that? Brad, where are you based, bro?
You're not allowed here, Brad. We are. We are.
I mean, you are. If you have a license in Australia, you can. I mean, it's probably the same over in the US and stuff. But ammunition, bro. It's dude, Brad. If you're not American, dude, I don't know what to say to that.
But now, non-perishable goods, canned goods, water. I would say you need first aid kits as well is a big one. That's probably the main things, isn't it? Things of I guess torches, batteries, things to start fire.
Solar?
What's that?
Solar.
Yeah. Solar would be a generator would be handy. I don't have one, but that would be handy.
Do you have solar on your house?
No, my wife thought the solar panels were ugly, so we never got it.
Oh, no way, bro. Yeah. Ugly or practical / money. So it's so funny. I'm on the other side of that coin.
Yeah, same. But she won that argument. I was like, I can't be bothered fighting with you on this.
Well, I mean, because you can buy a battery these days as well. I mean, to have a solar panel and battery,
40 grand for the battery.
Yeah, it's like 20-30 grand. It's like, but maybe long term it might be worth. I don't know. It depends. If you're absolutely swimming in liquidity, probably makes sense. If you're not, then maybe.
I think so. I think I'm gonna. We've looked at. I think if you wait a few more years, the size of the actual panels are going to come down significantly. Like the tech will improve on the panel.
It's going to be more efficient, more cheaper.
Yeah, and take up less space. So cheaper, more efficient. So I think if I've held off this long on the solar, I think I'm probably better off waiting a few years until the tech gets really gnarly, which I think it will. Then plus a battery pack, so then I'm not feeding it back into the grid, because apparently now the rebate on the feedback is like nothing.
It's negligible. Yeah, exactly.
Which is a bummer.
So no, I've looked into it. It's like with the rebate that is in Queensland right now, it's like eight grand for the one that I would probably need for our house. But I mean, we haven't moved into our house that we've bought, so I don't know exactly how much energy will be per quarter. But we do have pool, we do have ducted aircon. But I mean, I'm not going to be running the aircon. I only run the aircon probably in summer, in the middle of the day, in the office. Like that would literally be it. So, it's just, I mean, if your quarterly bill starts to approach $1,000, then it's probably worth getting solar. But if it's only like $300-400. I mean, ours is currently $300. So say it's $500, maybe not really worth getting solar to save an extra couple $100. Like that would take, like say for $8 grand, like that's a long time in like $200 a year. That's like say 10 years before you break even on that trade. Look at me, fucking trader mindset, idiot Greeny. My wife hates it. But anyways, it is what it is. Bitcoin bounced at this key level here. This is the range high that we've been having for a long time at 71.5. Hey, it's nice to talk things normal conversation. Hey, normal conversation for the first half an hour of today's show. Trump is not going to come to a conclusion with Iran. I mean, I would agree with that. Like I mean, let's talk about that. I've got some of those articles up here. Trump came out this morning and said there are reports that Iran is charging fees to tankers going through the Hormuz Strait. They better not be, and if they are, they better stop now. President Donald J. Trump. But basically, I put up a tweet this morning because I read it this morning that Iran is requiring ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz to pay tolls in Bitcoin. Mr. Site coming out. People want a use case for Bitcoin.
There's use case, yeah.
I mean, we spoke about this previously, Craig. China, Iran, like they're all using Bitcoin to basically transfer funds from all these different power users across the globe and in traceable sort of senses. So I don't know, Craig, what's your thoughts about this whole situation with Iran and crypto and paid? I mean, Trump's right. Like they can't just, the Strait of Hormuz is obviously Iran. Like Iran dominates that section. They hold the majority, but it's not international waters. But dude,
I reckon let him do it, man. Pump Bitcoin.
Dude, I actually think it's bearish though, because then they have too much of the supply, Craig, and then they'll just dump it, and you don't know, right? They might own more than Michael Saylor. We don't even know that, but it's spread across 1,000 wallets, right?
Yeah, could be that guy in that photo having it all. I imagine him with a big fat ledger with $1 billion of Bitcoin.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. So anyways,
man, I don't know. I just wanted that. I just want that whole news article to hurry up and go away, man. Really, just for the sake.
I don't think it is. I think it's going to be here for a while. Sadly, I think it's going to be here for a while. Bitcoin and Ethereum open interest rises, signaling renewed risk appetite. Crypto quant. This article was written this morning. But interest soared more than $2 billion each in the last 24 hours. The surge has led to rising crypto prices as signs begin to point towards improving macro conditions. Obviously, as we have the ceasefire, both leading cryptocurrencies up more than 7% in the past week. Very interesting, Craig. But open interest, I mean, we spoke about this as well. People love to come back when markets positioning. I mean, when markets are pumping, and it feels good to be investing. And I mean, Bitcoin right now is still holding 71.7. But open interest. And fear and greed index is on CoinMarketCap back towards neutral, Craig. So people are leaning towards a little bit more risk on at the moment.
I think you were saying, weren't you saying on the start of the week, if it goes to neutral, you're quite bearish on a move down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bullish on a move down. You're bullish on a move down. I'm bullish on a move down.
Yeah. I'm bullish on us going lower in time. Yeah, is the takeaway. Yeah. I mean, dude, alternative me is still in extreme fear. So I don't know, man. I'm a bit
neutral now. Neutral.
I'm conflicted about these. Like this one's at neutral. The other one's at extreme fear. I've always used the other one. I don't know how reliable this one is.
Get us there. What? We go to 72 and we go to neutral. It's like. What? And then at 69, it's extreme fear. What?
I don't know. Like it is interesting. It is interesting.
Still fearful, bro. I'm still fearful.
Oh, dude, you have to be fearful in these times, I think, in my opinion. So, I mean, we'll keep you up to date with this happening in real time, guys. But really interesting to see open interest on Bitcoin and Ethereum up quite considerably. Zcash is up 15% today, breaking above its 618 Fibonacci, pushing towards its 0.5 back at $400. VVV, which is basically an AI token over on Base, it's up, pushing new all-time highs potentially today with this cup and handle formation. I shared this on Twitter, shared this in GTG yesterday. It's up, about 10-ish, 10-ish% in the past sort of 24 hours or so. So, I mean, the market is wanting a rally, Craig. If we have a look across the board, Cetus is up 5%, Grass is up 9%. That's another token that's in the AI realm. The market is ready. People are ready for a rally. I mean, we have CPI tomorrow, so that's obviously what people are probably waiting on. But rumors have it that we're probably not really going to have a rate increase across the board. So we just have to wait and see. My voice is going, guys. My voice is going. I have to like.
Right, have we spoken about Siren?
Oh no, we actually haven't.
What is that?
I think it's an AI.
The pump on that coin is ridiculous, and the dump is ridiculous. It just goes like. What?
let me pull it up. Here we go.
I just saw it on CoinMarketCap, and I was like, "What is that?"
It's a. Does it? Here we go.
It's glorious.
Hold on. No, hold on. That can't be it. No, is it? I swear it's AI stuff.
It's like with that Deals photo. Like, what is that?
No. Okay, this is telling me some Greek mythology stuff. Hold on.
It's like what?
No, yeah, this is what I want. I know it's AI orientated. So basically, okay. It's a native token of Web3 project that combines artificial intelligence with decentralized finance, inspired by the dual nature sirens of Greek mythology, to create an interactive AI-driven crypto ecosystem. So 3 points here: AI-powered core, so centered on Siren AI agent, an AI entity with 2 distinct personas for strategic and high-risk crypto guidance. DeFi integration aims to offer an AI-driven decentralized exchange and automated trading. Okay, tools to optimize Web3 experience. And mythology-themed narrative draws on the laws of sirens to frame its unique identity within the crypto and AI sectors, Greg. Bullish tech, bro. Bullish tech.
Very bullish on mythology, man. My son just had Greek mythology week last week, so maybe this is a sign, man. Hades and Zeus. Bro, check the chart out.
Yeah. No, look at this chart, Greg. Look at this chart, bro.
Imagine that. Imagine buying the top of that wick.
Dude, okay, this is for our viewers out there. I mean, sorry, for our listeners out there on podcasts. Basically, this token is at 65 cents. It pumped on the 22nd of March to $5.
My birthday. Let's go.
There you go. Happy birthday for then.
It's currently, my candle. Light that one up.
It looks like a pump and dump meme coin because it's down 87% in the past month, but it's still
that was
up.
Finance listing, bro. I bet you.
Yeah, you know what? It probably is, but it's still up. It's still up basically 800% in the past 3 months. So
that's pretty good.
I mean, in a bear market,
I wish I was in that so bad.
Crime is legal.
I would have sold that pump too, bro. Imagine selling that. What was that? If that went to $5 and you're up 800 times now, what would you have been up at $5?
Well, I mean, yeah, if you had ample time to accumulate, I mean, not ample. Yeah, like if I put it on the weekly chart here, it's a bit cleaner. But you had ample time to accumulate this at say 6 cents. So it went up 7,400%, Craig, in the space of what? 20, when was this? That was the start of February so about 6 weeks.
Was there any living human that is online right now who got into this coin?
The trick on these sort of tokens is trying to time when it's going to be looking for a top, like getting down on like low time frames, Craig, and like looking at this structure here and trying to see, well, when could I potentially short this trash? Yes. Like, look at this. Okay, it's very manipulated. You can set it's literally pumping
for those blocks.
For those that aren't visually watching, it's very manipulated. You have a big pump and then you have a big dump like 2 days later. You have a big pump, then you have a dump.
Price action you'll ever see.
I mean, you have a BART a BART formation here. Okay, big pump, sideways consolidation, dump. Okay, so it's manipulation to its absolute like definition. I mean, Craig, another chart that I want to bring up too is the manipulation of Asta, which is Hyperliquid's competitor, which Binance have created. Look at this chart. It's literally just holding. But this is market maker's paradise, 73 cents and 68 cents. It held that range for basically, a month and a bit. And then it had a big pump and dump. And now it's holding a range between 69 cents and 64 cents for the past 22 days. Like, I mean, you could short the top, long the bottom if you really wanted to. But I mean, charts like this is just like, there's so much manipulation in crypto, and it's just it becomes more prevalent in a bear market because there's less money makers. People naturally find shit like this, right?
Yeah, and I think because there's not as much volume, it's harder to hide market makers. So once all the other money steps away and it's just the market maker playing with themselves, you're like, what are you doing? Because it's like square movements. They're real. anyone who's looked at charts long enough, guys, if you ever see price movement like that, you're like, that. I mean, I'm waiting for that to pump up and then dump again. Just the same rinse repeat process on that bad boy. Asta, what are your thoughts on that? Would you go near it?
I just avoid it. Avoiding it. I looked to short this because it was showing everything of a short setup, and then unfortunately it didn't do that because it's being manipulated. It's being manipulated.
I mean, this was meant to be the hyper liquid competitor, wasn't it? This is
it was a bit of a cook. Like I made, I don't know, $2,000 from their airdrop maybe in late last year maybe. So yeah, but I mean, you got to run. You got to take your money and run from these sort of platforms. I should actually go check. I should actually go check if I qualified for any future incentives, because it was like, I can't remember what the terms were. It was like season 1, season 2, season 3, wave 1. I don't know.
What did you have to do to earn the airdrop?
Just a range of different things. You could add. I mean, it changed each season. I'll just use that word because I don't know what they were using, but it was like the first season was like just volume based. Second was like, okay, use this. Hold the stablecoin, trade volume, all these sort of things. So, and you either got a refund or you got the airdrop. And a lot of people in GTG at the time actually had more money from a refund, which was interesting. Whereas I had more money from the airdrop, so I took the airdrop, whereas other people took the refund. So, yeah, it's interesting times. I mean, there's not much. I mean, people commented recently. They're like, Greeny, are you interested in any airdrops at the moment? I'm like, honestly, dude, no. Like, there's nothing really on my radar at all. What I should be doing is looking at lower cap AI tokens on base. I think that's probably the potential upside, maybe, if you can capture a VVV, for example, or like the Felix episode from Bankless, where he was like pretty much the first person to create a automated agent called Felix, and I don't know if you ended up listening to the episode and running it via OpenClaw. So, I mean, Nick's telling me I don't even need to run OpenClaw now. So I'm kind of like, well, shit, maybe Claude is just insane at the moment. It's just OpenClaw is the open source, right? So I don't know. I've got so much to learn in the next couple of weeks, and my Mac Mini arrives next week, Craig. I dropped another YouTube tutorial last night of Claude picking a 2026 portfolio in crypto and buying it on Blowfin Exchange for me. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't think I'm logged in.
I was going to ask what coins.
No, I'm not going to spoil it. Go back. Hey, go to Greeny Trades. If you want to watch that, AI picking, I've dropped 2 videos. My last 2 videos are AI oriented, right? So if we come over and have a look, and I'll pull it up on stream. Here we go. So yeah, my last 2 videos. So Claude AI trades crypto for me, live setup and results. And then the second one is I let Claude AI trade crypto for me, results inside. So it actually picked my portfolio for 2026 and allocated it on Blowfin. So I'll see how this goes. It broke. I gave it $5,000 and I said no more than 10 tokens. So I picked 10 tokens. It gave me a little thesis. The video basically just talks you through it. It's only 6 minutes of your time. It doesn't even take that long to watch, but really interesting what AI can do right now. And it'd be very interesting to see if this is how this portfolio goes. But it told me I would return 3x like conservatively by 2027 or into 2027. But it was saying no, optimistically 5x. I was like, what? I was like, no chance. But the interesting part, Craig, I'll give you one clue, guys. The interesting part about Claude AI's pick of the portfolio was that Bitcoin wasn't the largest allocation.
Wow. Yeah. I'll take a guess. You don't have to answer.
Okay.
The biggest allocation was Ethereum.
Oh, why do you think that?
Just because I saw the image on your that and combined with, I reckon AI is going to have a preference for Ethereum based upon it being the software layer. No other reason. Actually, I just saw the picture and I think ETH was quite favorable, but that's my guess if I was going to have a stab.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, to be honest, you're correct. I will reveal that.
Am I?
ETH was the largest, but the interesting part is, I would argue, the interesting part is basically pretty simple math, right? It's like, it'll outperform Bitcoin if you go through a bull market because it has a lower market cap. Was basically the consensus that it had. So
makes sense. So it might get a 5x, 6x off the bottom.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. Like, hold on. Let's. I actually don't know. Let's go. Hold on. Let's just look at math. What actually performed better in the last bull cycle, Craig? Okay. I mean, I'm going to say Bitcoin did.
Bitcoin did.
Yeah, did Bitcoin?
Bitcoin did a 7-8x. Yeah.
let's go have a look here. Let me turn on Magnet and let's go from the bottom. So bottom to the top, Bitcoin went up 717%. Now, not everyone's going to time the top or the bottom, okay? But I mean, consensus is 700%. Let's go. Ethereum, there's no way it did 700%.
I think it did a 4 from 900.
Here we go. So it went from 880 to just shy of 5,000. So it did 460. So Bitcoin outperformed Ethereum last cycle, Greg.
Almost twice.
However, Solana outperformed both. Okay, Solana from the lows at $8.
You're never beating that trade, eh?
Oh my god, bro! 3,800%. I mean, I was in Solana between 17 and 30, and I sold basically 80% of it at 185, and sold a lot at 220, sold a lot at 250. I didn't time the top. I'm not going to say I timed the top. But glorious. I remember Eli coming on the show and saying, Greeny, this is going to 300 plus. I'm like, bro, it's not. It's underside retest. Bang. Look at it now. It's at $80. Hey, and we told you all this live on the show. But so basically, yeah, I think I walked away with around about a 10x-ish sort of position over this sort of period of time. So it was around a 10, not like 8 to 10x consistently on the bag. It was arguably one of my greatest trades ever. I don't know if I'll ever match it again. Because it was just so obvious. Like, shout out to Easy and whatnot for also like being so bullish on Solana. But I mean, it was an obvious trade. I don't know if we're going to get an opportunity like that. I feel like
maybe not as much as of a main coin. That's the thing. It wasn't that exotic. Everyone knew Solana, and it had run up to about 250 the year before. I was in it as the year before.
I mean, I bought Solana at $3 back in whenever it was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, I was buying it for
peanuts. Oh, dude, imagine if you just bought and held. See, dude, the regrets of my life, man. I bought Bitcoin at $300. I bought Ethereum at $80. Like, dude, why didn't I just buy and hold? But I outtraded myself. I outtraded my history over the last 2 years. So, hey, look, I've learned a lot of lessons in that part. And here we are sitting 90% stable.
You made, Greeny, along the way as well, man.
Hey, the friends I made, the scams I got
Who needs $1 million?
How good. But basically, if we have a look, so we got rate cuts, obviously. Sorry, not rate cuts. Sorry, we got inflation coming as CPI data coming in the next 2 days. The next interest rate decision is in 2 weeks and 5 days on April 30th. Right now, okay, the target is still 96.8%. Is unchanged. Okay, so no rate cut, no rate increase. We obviously get CPI data. I think it's tomorrow. Let me just hold on. Investing.
Probably tomorrow this time, is it? No, it doesn't have to be closed.
It might be earlier. It might be earlier. Calendar, thank you. Give me the calendar. Where's the calendar? Oh my god, I hate all these platforms, man. They don't make it easy. Dude, it's all in ET. So I don't want to do the math right now. Just tell me when it is in AUD time, please. Okay, hold on. No, that's not what we want. Is it here? Let's have a look here. Come on. Latest release. No, when's the next release? Here we go. I need to hold on. I'm gonna save these. I'm gonna bookmark these CPI, and I'm gonna do rate monitor. Yeah, that will do. Okay. So yeah, next reading's at April 10th. That's today, Craig. So 10:30 p.m.
Yeah.
ET to AEST. So us in Brisbane time zone. Well, Australia's actually back to the same time zone now. If you're on the East Coast. 14 hours behind Australian. So 12 p.m. tomorrow? No, that can't be right, is it?
Lunchtime?
Yeah, hold on. 10 p.m. is 10 p.m. is 12 p.m. Okay, so lunchtime tomorrow. What? I swear that's not when they release the data.
I thought it was during the night, but
during the night too. But maybe I don't know. Anyway, CPI data, check it out. Could impact the market over the next few days. Rate cut, not really interesting. Not going to happen here. If you want to learn a little bit about Claude AI, Claude Cowork, go watch my channel. It's right there. Anyways, Craig, let's get back to the conversation. Pepe may follow Dogecoin to Wall Street, but ETF investors aren't buying memecoin hype. There is now an application, obviously, like we discussed yesterday, for Pepe ETF. Dogecoin funds have generated tepid inflows, according to CoinTech. Let's have a look here. Dogecoin is ranked 17th out of all crypto ETFs that CoinShare tracks, generating $13 million worth of year-to-date inflow. I mean, that's pretty good. they're just not popular with investors. James Butterfield
See why.
From CoinShares told Decrypt in reference to crypto ETFs outside BTC, ETH, XRP, interesting, and Solana. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it's even up there, man. It's a dog coin.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
Good on you for being up there, being 17th. That's not bad.
I know. So, anyways, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like Pepe and Dogecoin. Like, are we that bullish on meme coin ETFs, Craig?
Look, if this happened in 24, early 24, this news story probably would have pumped it a bit. I don't think anyone cares at the moment.
No.
Yes, I am bullish on it.
Okay.
I just don't think I'm not bullish on it for price, though. I'm just bullish on it for what's the word I can use? Optics, people seeing it more. Okay. So I guess so. But then I would ask myself, if there's an ETF for Pepe, why would you want exposure to that versus, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or like?
I mean, people maybe
a little basket of it for risk, but
again, it's like these guys they're farming fees, right? They it's a business. That's why they're doing it. They think people want to chase the upside of meme coins. Let's regulate it and get some fees off them. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, I just think when you've got other options out there. I mean, if I was going to pick a meme coin, Doge and Pepe would be probably the two that I'd pick to send in the next bull, maybe.
SPX, maybe I'd throw up there. Farcoin, there's a couple others.
Farcoin as well.
Angu, I don't know, but there's 90%. Okay, 90% of the team and the company, Craig, still own their tokens in vesting periods for the next few years. That is very bearish. That's very
on Pengu.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, they better put out some good articles soon, man.
It makes me want to consider holding buying a Pudgy and holding that rather than the token.
Yeah, because it can't be messed with as much.
Grass up 10% today. Love to see that. That's another AI narrative. We just got a daily close, 71.7 for Bitcoin, 2.188 for ETH, and $83 for Solana. Circle, Craig, is down 10% overnight as well, continuing its bearish correction here. Also, Plantier is down 7% as well across the markets. But the S&P 500 still holding up pretty nicely. I mean, we spoke about this last week. We spoke about how about it was breaking like high time frame structure, but we had a super bearish candle, and then we have a full bullish engulfing candle across several time frames here. And now we have a second bullish engulfing candle here. So, I mean, very interesting times. And obviously that's on the back of the ceasefire happening over in Iran. But yeah, Craig, I mean, imagine trying to trade these sort of markets, dude. It's so like, it's just pump and dump. The market manipulation from Trump and his insiders is just unbelievable, dude. It's like, it is crime at an international scale.
Yeah, it's frustrating, man. I was listening to Jason Pizzino, another fellow Australian streamer, yesterday, and he was saying the markets are just sick of that guy. Yeah. And he was like, that's probably one of the market's biggest liabilities. You've got a US president who just tweets the most crazy stuff. And it is. I feel the same. I'm like, stop tweeting, man, please. Like, just let the markets unfold as they want to organically, because these tweets are just brutal sometimes. Like, especially the destruction of countries and stuff. It's like,
oh, you can't be saying that, bro.
Man, talk about like bringing us together a bit, man. Like, far out. Anyway, I won't go on about it, but it gets frustrating when you're in the market, you're trading, and you've got this like, I appreciate the wildness of it. It's quite comedic, but when you're in it and trading, you're like, stop, have mercy, man.
It's it's crazy. I mean, he's lost so much interest since he's gotten in office over in America.
Unfortunately, I was a bit of a fan, but unfortunately, my biggest fear has been realized, and he ended up being just like everybody else. So here we are. So I don't know who you vote for anymore.
Yeah. Last couple of topics. I want to talk about, Easy brought it up on stream yesterday. I was watching a stream about why Jack Dorsey, Craig, is Satoshi Nakamoto. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that at the end, because there's obviously been a few more articles this week about certain people like Adam, whatever his name, being the Bitcoin creator. He come out and said, no, I'm not Satoshi, but I was around.
If you guys, I am, you got me.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, hey, just a real, like, just super, just like chill tweet. Hey, yeah, it was me. But But Claude with another update. Now, this one's pretty interesting, Craig, because basically what they've introduced is the advisor strategy. So, for example, they're bringing the advisor strategy to the Claude platform. So basically, you can pair Opus, which is their premium, like their top agent, their top thinking model. It uses the most amount of tokens, and therefore, if you use it quite regularly with your executions, with your prompts, with your automations, with your Claude Cowork, with your Claude Code, then naturally you're going to be using your token usage way more quicker than if you're using, say, Sonnet, which is an inferior model compared to Opus. Now, this is obviously in the whole conversation around Mythos eventually dropping soon, which is just going to be a whole different beast. But anyways, you can pair Opus as an advisor with Sonnet or Haiku, which is another one of their, I'm not going to say inferior models, but just a lower tier. Okay, executor. But basically, you can add them as an executor with Opus as an advisor. So basically, get near Opus level intelligence in your agents at a fraction of the cost. Now, this is pretty big for me. Add an advisor to your messages API call. When your Sonnet or Haiku agents hit a hard decision mid-run, it opens or it consults Opus, gets a plan, continues, all within the single API request. So that's really good to see because token usages have been crazy compared to what we've seen across the board. So basically in evals, Sonnet with an Opus advisor scored 2.7 percentage points higher on SWE bench multilingual than Sonnet alone, while costing 11.9% less per task. So if you're trying to be a little bit more efficient with Claude at the moment, basically the takeaway is to add a advisor, okay, or add Opus as the advisor, but then run it on Sonnet. So this is very very interesting for me. So yeah, shout out to Rero who's in the comments too. Yeah, you AI crazy lately. Great to see, Greeny. Yeah, dude. I mean, you got to stay up to date, man. You got to stay up to date. If you're not staying up to date, you missed the internet era. You missed the bloody blockchain era. You missed now the AI era. Like you got to stay up to date. Otherwise, you're falling behind, and you're just an NPC of society, and you'll get to 80 years old and you'll regret everything in your life because you never took you never took risks.
You'll never be happy.
You never traveled. You never did any of this stuff that life is actually about. You were too cautious. You were too risk adverse. Now, don't get me wrong. I've taken too many risks, and it's resulted in losing money, losing time, making mistakes, failing, maybe losing friends. Who cares? At the end of the day, it's about who's in your inner circle right now, who's pushing you to become the best person in your life. And AI is pushing me to become the best. But no, I'm just kidding.
And who needs friends when you got agents, Greeny?
Dude, I'm talking to, dude, my best friends at the moment are ChatGPT and Claude. Hey, and I call them Bob and Gary. You know, there's some great friends out there. No, I'm just talking rubbish now. But anyway.
Your first kid's name's definitely going to be Claude, eh?
Middle name, Craig. Middle name.
Yeah, Greeny Claude.
Yeah, it'll be Opus Claude Sonnet Green.
That's so good.
But no, Rero, shout out to you, legend. Good to see you in the comments. But no, yeah, it's been super cool to at least put my foot into the puddle. And shout out to Easy, shout out to Zeneca, shout out to Choose Rich Nick. Those three have really been chatting to them quite actively about sort of how to set it up, best way to go about it, cheapest way to go about it, more effective way to go about it. And as listeners and viewers of our Market Made show, we'll be talking about all of these changes in real time, giving you live updates about why you should be paying attention to this, how you should be paying attention to this, and me and Craig using it in real time. Now, guys, as I said yesterday on the show, I told Craig he needs to study the shit out of futures trading and leverage trading and day trading. And I also told him that he needs to get started on Claude AI. Craig, tell me or tell the crowd what you told me yesterday. You got started on Claude already. You watched my video. You also watched Miles's video. How was your experience with Claude? Fill us in.
It's buttery smooth, man.
Okay.
No, I was at my kids' martial arts yesterday, and I was there for 2 hours. So I was like, right, I listened to Greenies. I was walking around a school, actually, and they had the after-school care. And while I was walking around listening to it, I had them come up to ask what I was doing there. I was like, I'm just waiting for my. That must have
this random old dude is walking around with it. Again, that's not suspicious.
I was like, don't worry, I got a kid here, man. I'm not alone. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny and pretty. They must have thought I was so weird. So I was just walking around listening on my phone for ages, and then I listened
to some headphones, mate.
I forgot them, Greeny. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I need to do better. But no, I was listening on a school field in the sun on the grass. Quite nice, actually, listening to you. And then I pulled up a fellow Australian creator, Miles,
Yeah.
What's his last name? Deutsch something.
Deutsche, I'm going to say Deutsche.
Yeah,
Deutsche.
not very Australian, very German, but
Yeah.
he did an intro video that was about 45 minutes long.
Holy, that's insane.
Quite a good video. It was actually pretty good. So I'm actually going to...
he's pretty good. He's good.
He's a good creator. I don't mind him. I don't mind him at all. He's not too sleazy, right? So he had... what did I get out of it? I wouldn't say I got a lot out of it other than a good framework to start from is probably what I got out of it. How to get agents working projects, I think from memory. That was about it, just getting into the nitty gritty of projects. So that's what I'm going to start today. Another thing was going on to Claude, and I think he wrote about pre-framing who you are, what you do, and giving it as much info as you can about who I am. So then the answers that come out will be, I guess, more tailor-made to what I am or who I am or what I do, if you want to speak.
You need to give it context. And if you can save, as we just said here, if you can save time and prompts with like having MD files or text files that just have the context of, like, for example, I know Mars, you would have learned this, but for the viewers who maybe and the listeners who maybe don't know about this, the more you can provide these chat bots, let's call it initially, but then when you're using Claude Cowork or Claude Code, which takes it to the next level because it's like embedding files and APIs. So like, for example, with my tutorials, as I said, I've used MCP files in alignment with API on Blowfin and TradingView, so that I can literally tell Claude to do something on TradingView or do something on Blowfin. It's absolutely nuts. So go watch those videos. But basically what you need to do, and where I'm heading to next, Craig, is having these MD files or having these text files. It's just basically text, and it's just giving you context, or sorry, it's giving the AI agents context of what you want or who you are or what your goal is or what your business is, or it just saves so much of it helps with the memory side of it too. And the beautiful part of Claude Code and OpenClaw and those sort of things is that they have inbuilt memory, or you can store those memory files in a particular location and say, access these memory files when you need them if you are stumped on a particular thing. Like, it's just crazy, man. I'm so excited to create so much content around this. It's obviously going to be crypto and trading focused, but it's going to be obviously a little bit more generalized in terms of AI, how to get started, what you need to think about, all these sort of things. But the point being is, like, for example, like with me, it's like, hi, my name's Greeny. Like, I create content on Instagram, YouTube, X, primarily. Sometimes I do it on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. My goal is to, like, stay up to date with trending topics. My goal is to make money online. My goal is to help others make money online. My goal is to educate. Here is a shit ton of, like, here's a link to my profile, or here's another document. So that's the first one, like who you are. Second one is, okay, here's resources, or here's my theme on X. Here's what I like to do on YouTube. Here's what worked on YouTube. Here's what didn't work on YouTube. It's also like try and find the outliers. It's scarily exciting. Like, and I'll continue to say that. It's like when we talked about crypto. I'm cautiously optimistic, right? And at the end of the bear market, I was very cautiously optimistic, and being cautiously optimistic meant that we were actually very well positioned heading into the bear market. Same right now. I am scarily excited at the potential that you can literally build things, sell things, automate things. Workflow is a big one for me, Craig, because I waste so much time trying to be creative. I mean, even for this show, Craig, like every morning creating thumbnails, creating titles, creating the description, thinking about what topics we're going to talk about. You share some to me. You share stuff the day before. I wake up and I add my own flavor, okay? Like some of those tweets that we brought up, right? So it's all about automating workflows. Then hopefully my goal is similar to what Zeneca's done. Like, I would love to build prediction models or trading indicators or trading strategies, and not necessarily monetize them, or monetize them for, like, I don't know, $5 a month or something. But like a small, like, make it more accessible to more people, but just, again, use it so that I save time, or it takes on a particular strategy that's really simple and executes it for me on whatever exchange that I'm trying to buy, right? Or my Hyperliquid wallet, for example. So it's endless. I mean, Easy's created faceless YouTube channels with AI only via his OpenClaw and Codex and Claude Code. So I just get so excited by this, and I can't wait to share this journey with you guys via Market Mates. So Rero says, just found Mac Mini M4 at my local retail. Dude, that's nuts. I mean, I told you, I mean, I shared it yesterday. Mine's coming on Monday, dude. Mine's coming on Monday. There was none in Queensland. There was literally none in Queensland. I called like 5 stores and they were like, nah, bro, we got none. I was like, oh shit. So 6 in store got me thinking, wow, that's quite a lot. Rero, love to see it, bro. Hey, I can't wait to do it.
Where are you, Raro? Where, it's New Zealand, isn't it? Isn't he in New Zealand?
Hold on. I mean, yeah, I can't remember specifically where Rero is from. Yeah. But I think he's this side of the world. I think he is this side of the world.
That's just funny.
Dude, my God, I'm getting so many emails right now. But guys, anyways, last topic I want to talk about, Craig. But yeah, anyways, we're going to share this whole AI journey with you all. It's super exciting, Craig. I mean, you just got to spend time diving deeper into Claude, and it's just going to be so good. And do you have the desktop version too?
I'm putting it on today. Do I have to install it though? Or can I just run it off browser? I'm guessing install it.
Well, you can run it on browser, but that's only the chat feature. It's not the co-work or the Claude.
No, yeah, I want way more than that. So
yeah, download the desktop app. Obviously, try and run it on a like a Mac Mini or a device. Like I'm using my old MacBook Air, which my wife was using previously. It's got nothing on there, but it's like I was using that. But the Mac Mini is so that I can plug it into this computer here. Or separately, and sorry, to the monitor here and use it here while I'm still doing crypto stuff over here, right? So, or maybe I have to get a third monitor and really reconfigure my desk. I don't know what my goal is here, but these are exciting things that I get to do as well. Yeah, so exciting times. Okay, last topic, because there's all this. When was this written? Oh my God, this is such a long thing, but this was written a year ago, basically, over a year ago, but. Jack, I mean, all this news coming out about who is Satoshi, we'll probably, I don't know, maybe we'll never know. But I mean, I'll chuck it in the chat because it's just way too long for me to even go through. But there's similarities between Jack Dorsey and his whole like history. Like he was computer science math major, interested in crypto way back in the 90s. Confirmed code in Python, Java, blah, blah, blah. Posted in 2003 his ending dependence on the US dollar, creating a barter network. Like it's just, this, I mean, I've chucked it in the chat, Craig. So, I mean, I'll chuck it in private so you can access it too. But it's just crazy, man. Like Jack Dorsey, I mean, if he's not Satoshi, I don't know, man. But it's pretty crazy to think just see around all of these sort of things that his history did and who he is. So I think it's pretty hard. And I easy shared this on stream. So shout out to him because I read this after. But yeah, I don't know. Jack Dorsey, Satoshi Nakamoto, it's pretty hard to ignore.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was at a Super Bowl 2 years ago with a Bitcoin T-shirt on, so that would be pretty funny if he is Satoshi and he's wearing a Satoshi T-shirt at the football. I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe. I've read a lot of articles about who they are, like Hal Finney and things like that. I haven't heard the Jack Dorsey one before, so I have to give this a read. Is it pretty conclusive, is it?
I mean, it's just uncanny, Craig. I mean, it's like some of this stuff down here, it's like it's his birthday, it's his parents' birthday, that it's like it's crazy.
Okay.
I don't know where it is, but it's a bit here that's like, yeah, it just aligns in so many ways.
Just a few digital footprints that line up, huh?
Yeah. Here, Satoshi joined the Bitcoin forum on Jack's birthday. Satoshi's last mine block was on Jack's dad's birthday. So
that's weird, huh?
It is weird. I mean, how uncanny can it be? I don't know. It's just it's an interesting topic. Go see the tweet if you're obviously watching this back. But yeah, it's the Finance Guy 74. So Finance Guy 74 on Twitter, and you can he wrote about it in February last year. So yeah, I mean, great show today, guys. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you are new, click follow, click subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, drop us a follow as well. We very much appreciate it. We're live every day, guys, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard. And please give us a little 5-star rating. It does go a long way. Helps the algo. Really appreciate us. We've been doing this full-time for 3 years, and we cannot wait to do it for another full-time 3 years into the next bull cycle. We came out of the bear cycle, Craig, and we're in a bear cycle again, and we cannot wait to dominate the next bull cycle like we did in the previous couple of years. Guys, thanks to everyone who was chatting today. Probably one of the most active chats we've had for a long time. Hey, maybe we need to trigger it at the start of the show every day. So massive shout out to everyone who commented. And obviously, yeah, we read the feedback, guys. So please, if you're commenting on Spotify or Apple or YouTube after the fact or X, like we do go back and read it. So thank you so much. We very much do appreciate it.
Certainly. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Greenie. Happy Friday to everybody. And we'll catch you back Sunday/Monday for the Australians and Kiwis in the room. Have a great weekend.